your summer with our summer sales drive, where the hottest savings meet the coolest rides at Trapp Chevrolet. Trapp's best selection of Silverado 1500s, heavy duties, Colorados, and many more have been marked with summer sales drive savings, like a new 2024 Chevy Silverado 1500 Crew Cab model with 5.9% APR financing for 84 months. Plus, find a big selection of new Tahoes to choose from at Trapp Chevrolet in Houma, where we're always on your side.
Today's social media segment is brought to you by Terrebonne General Health System. Your health is our legacy. Rouse's, you're either local or you're not. Buick, the craft of modern luxury. St. Martin and Bork, know your rights. All right, it's show number 37 with Deuce Luke, and this is the Deuce is Loose. It's our show about autism, where we teach you, if you've been diagnosed with autism, how to jump over the barriers and the hurdles, much like Deuce Luke himself. And Deuce, how are you today?
I'm doing pretty good, sir.
All right, so what we're going to do, we're going to go to the intro. We're going to come right back with Deuce Luke. It's another show, once again, our 37th program with Deuce. We'll be back. All right, and we are back. I'm Martin False with Deuce Luke, and this is our autistic show to try to show you that having autism is not the end of the world. You could jump over hurdles, and our guest, Deuce Luke, he's a student now. I guess you're a student already. You've applied, right? You've been accepted. Are you officially called a student at ULL yet?
Not till I get there, but I'll see.
All right, there you go. Well, that's coming soon, all right? So anyway, you had a good weekend?
Of course, did hang out with my friends. We went to a water park, watched a movie with a new friend, which is actually my friend's brother.
All right, so did y'all play video games?
A little bit.
Well, I know you got to work that in, right?
Yeah.
All right, so what are you playing today? What are we going to show the audience
We
today?
are going to show the audience, and this is actually going to be an unexpected one, which I wanted to do for a long time.
All right.
Star Wars Squadrons.
All right, we're going to go to it on the screen here and let you see it.
We are going to be doing the fleet battle versus AI.
Okay.
And we're going to launch a match.
All right, cool deal.
It's going to load.
Now, I'm going to let you rock and roll. I'm going to give you the floor right now. You said the other day you wanted to try to go solo. I'm going to let you go solo. You got the floor, Deuce.
All right. So right here, we can customize our ships, and we can see we have a whole different variety of ships. And we also edit out our load, like our weapons and auxiliary, and even countermeasures, and the whole shields and engines. But we don't really have much to go off of because we haven't upgraded yet. But once we do upgrade, we will be able to do it. So we are going to be playing at Yavin, which is one of the maps you can actually play on. There's even a story mode for the game if you want to go into there. And you can choose between the Rebellion or the New Republic and the Empire. You can choose between which one, and you can customize your character, which is impressive. Now we're just gonna hide nameplates. We're gonna hide nameplates so we won't reveal any suspicious behavior. So we're gonna be reaching this point to the defeat of the Star Destroyer. All right, let's get on. Oh, looks like we have some enemies. Let's motivate. All right, where are you going? Where you going, buddy? All right, just need to lock on to his location. But firstly, we need to stop.
And just to let the audience know, I'm letting Deuce handle it so that he can concentrate on getting the best score he can get. So we'll go back to Deuce.
Okay, thank you, sir. And we are just almost got it. Ooh, lock on. Oh, corruption missile. Oh, dang it. Return, hopefully. Unlock on and missile evaded. Booyah. Alright, where are we? Let's see. Oh, found our enemies. Let's motivate.
That's a lot of enemies.
Well, yes, they go in AI or certain players.
Okay, keep explaining to the audience what you're doing. Okay?
Right. Sorry. So we're trying to destroy these TIE fighters and these fighters as well. Trying to destroy their cruisers. They're like cruisers, so we can then proceed to start a destroyer. Now I'm doing some heavy damage on here. And you can also change from. Alright, see that? You have to repair your ship as well before you do something. Well, crazy. Like Anakin Skywalker, he does something crazy all the time. And you see that tends to happen. But it's okay.
What just happened?
So what just happened is that you got eliminated, but you can respawn after you got eliminated.
All right.
It doesn't really take off much, but it's not well received, but at least you're doing well. And if you do well, that's fine. All right, boost the thrusters. We're going to overdrive.
What planet are we on here?
Yavin 4.
Say that again?
Yavin 4.
Yavin 4.
Yes.
Okay.
Basically, this is one of the rebellion planets that you can go off of. Lock.
And you actually feel like you're in a fighter jet.
That's right. And you actually get some fighter experience. Like whenever you're wanting to go into the military or something, you can get a lot of experience by trying to do this game. It's like the vibe of being in a fighter jet.
The problem is this video game is all over the world, so even the enemies can get the experience too.
Indeed they do. But at least you have the upper hand.
Mm-hmm.
You should know there's actually a true story behind a video game. It's called Gran Turismo.
All right, let's come back to Deuce before we go to the break and let him explain. What was that?
There is a movie that's actually based off a true story called Gran Turismo.
Okay.
And there's this kid who actually went on a video game called Gran Turismo. It was a PlayStation game. And became a pro racer.
Okay, cool. All right.
All right.
You got more stories coming up. There's Deuce Luke. We've finished the first segment, show number 37. We'll be right back. Don't go away.
Today's social media segment is brought to you by South Louisiana Bank. It's better when we bank together. Waits and Downer, attorneys at law. Terrebonne Ford, built Ford tough.
All right, we are back with Deuce Luke. And look, a few weeks ago, Deuce sat on the set and he said, I want to go solo. I want you to let me talk for the whole segment. So guess what, Deuce? I have all these questions, but I'm going to hand them to you. And I'm going to let you talk directly to the audience, and I'm going to give you the opportunity that you wanted. So, Deuce, you can be looking at this camera right here. And so you just look at the question, make sure the audience knows what the question is, and you got the floor, Big Daddy.
All right. So there is one question that everyone wants to know: is that can you choose who you want to be in Star Wars Squadrons? And the answer is yes, you can. You could be a rebellion. You could be with the rebellion, or you could be with the empire. And you could choose who your character is going to be. You could rather be a hotshot or a leader. It could be anyone. And are there upgrades you can get in our squadrons? Yes, indeed. Which are explained to the audience whenever I was playing the game. There are ion missiles, which you can disable your opponents, rapid fire laser cannons, and better hull, and a whole bunch of other things which you can get as well. Now, can you choose which side you can be in? Yes, you can. You can choose if you want to be in the Republic, or we already explained that. And is there a story? Indeed, there is. There's a story where Hera, which is you can see in Star Wars Rebels, she is actually commanding a squadron to defeat the Empire once and for all, which is one part of the story. There's another part which I'm not technically aware of yet, but it's actually pretty cool, and can train your skills in the game. I think you can. You could train your evading skills on piloting and defense, shield, speed, and weapons. And there are some others which I like to share with you, including some real talk. For example, my Oriole Ultra book is coming soon as we expected, and I will be making an anime series on that, so keep an eye out for that. And what characters are going to be featured in it? Well, a whole bunch of superheroes, like Light Knight, for example, my personal favorite, Frostburn, Thunder, Arrow, Quaker, and a whole bunch of others, and there will be some villains that are going to be featured. And the villains can be intimidating, but they're pretty funny a little bit. And the message will be basically centered around some autistic people have powers in their own special way, but they also be other people that have a certain creative side to them, like me and my character, Light Knight. Okay.
You're doing good. Yeah, take a deep breath. That's good.
I need a little breath after that.
Yeah, that's a long thing. Keep going. You're doing good.
And will there be a multiverse? And what type of multiverse will there be? Well, that's a good question for the audience. There will be a multiverse around Light Knight and Light Knight's whole broad aspect of the universe. And there will be different types of universes. For example, will there be a apocalyptic universe? That is a good yes, because it's going to be like a zombie, but not technically a zombie universe. There's also a noir universe where there's like a mafia and all that stuff. And my inspiration for the story, well, it also comes from being around superheroes. And I first got my inspiration for the story from watching Skylanders and certain TV shows. So I thought, why not I do it? And believe me, I wanted to draw this movie and a series for a long time, but I can never do it, so I had to write it down. Well, for the first time, of course. Anyways, will there be a Wild Western dimension in the Lightverse? Indeed, there are. There's gonna be cowboys, Indians, the whole shebang. And also, is there a cyberpunk universe in the Lightverse? Definitely. There's gonna be a cyborg Light Knight roaming around the cyberpunk universe, defeating bad guys and robots. So I want to catch an eye after that. And I would do some collaborations with Five Nights at Freddy's and Scott Cawthon, and Steel Wool and Oda from the Toy Animations and the creator of One Piece. And I believe you might know they're my top on my mind. And will there be a medieval multiverse? That's a definite yes. And that's most of the questions which I got so far. So,
all right. Now, with about 2 minutes left, look at that camera and tell people about ULL and what you're doing to get ready.
All right. So, I'm just doing some, normal stuff. So, yes, I'll be cooking, cleaning, and sometimes doing my own personal thing.
All right.
And including doing business-wise by writing the scripts.
All right. So you still got a lot of work to do getting ready for college.
Yes, I do.
Yeah. So, and you're homing in on your responsibilities and the fact that you can't be late for class. You got the alarm clock working, everything ready to go, right?
Yeah.
All right. So this is just another challenge for you, right?
No challenge, but I'm willing to do it.
You ready to go, huh?
Indeed, sir.
All right. So you're making a list of things you're going to need while you're in college?
Yes, I do.
All right.
Like food, water, some toilet paper, and essential stuff.
Toothpaste, toothbrushes, deodorant.
All right. As I call it, my Axe body spray.
Yeah. Your shaving kit. Or you're going to grow a beard while you're at ULL?
I usually like the sideburns. See?
Oh, you going like Elvis?
I'm trying to. Yeah, but I'm trying to do Wolverine / Harry Potter look.
All right.
The glasses are the Harry Potter and the sideburns are Wolverine.
I see you got a different hairdo today.
Oh, yeah. You like it?
Yeah, you went with the straight front, right?
Straight front.
That's what you call it. Is that what you call it? The straight front?
Honestly, I don't know.
That's what we're going to call it now. Yeah. The straight front. All right. Your mom cut your hair?
No.
You cut it?
No.
Oh, you got a barber or?
No, my mom cuts it. So.
Okay. All right. Good deal. She's been cutting that for years, right?
Years and years and years.
All right. Let's take a break. Take us to the break, Deuce.
All right. We're going to be coming back in a little bit, but don't go away. We'll be right back. Hi.
Today's social media segment is brought to you by Alford and Associates for all of your insurance needs. CIS, Cardiovascular Institute of the South, the highest quality cardiovascular care available. Barker Honda, the Barker family tradition of quality.
All right, we are back. The Deuce is Leuce. I'm Martin False with Deuce Luke, show number 37. This is the last segment. Now, let me tell you a little bit about what Deuce asked me a couple of weeks ago, or a few weeks ago. He said, Mr. Martin, when can I go solo? I'm ready to go solo. So here's the point. To sit on this desk and conduct an interview, you got to be ready. You got to be prepared. Let's get a two-shot while we're talking to do. You got to sort of have been through it before. It's sort of like life. You got to experience the ups, the downs. You got to know what happens if the camera freezes. You got to know what happens if the audio goes out. You got to know what happens if the host is sneezing. You got to know what to do in all the situations. And the only way you can learn that is how, Deuce?
By going through life experiences.
Experience. That's right. That's a good answer. So the only way you can learn how to go on your own is to
have experience.
To go on your own. That's right. So you're sitting on the news desk and you're asking me to like host a show or whatever. So what I'm doing, I'm preparing you a load of time. And maybe for your last show before you go to ULL, I'm going to sit out in the audience and watch you do the show.
Really?
Yeah. You'd like that? But we got to get you ready. All right. So you got to get ready. So what I'm going to do with the last 6 minutes of today's show, I'm going to throw it to you and I'm going to let you ask me some questions about college so that you can learn about what college is going to be about. Now, it's changed a little bit since I went, but I'm going to give you the floor so you can ask me some questions. All right?
All right, let's see. For college, did you party a little bit?
Did I party a little bit? Yes, I did. I partied a lot.
Really?
But I worked my studies in, and I took care of my grades. And I didn't party as much as some people did, but I got my partying in. I was responsible, but then I got my studies in.
Okay.
I never dropped a class in my life. So if I took a class, if I scheduled it, I was going to finish it. And I finished in 3.5 years. I remember my last semester, I took 24 hours because I was ready to go to work.
Well, I like that enthusiasm.
Yeah, you got to have it, but you got to focus. You can't go to college and whoop it up and then you don't show up for your classes and you fail your class. Then you're going to be in college for 5 or 6 years. I wanted to get out.
Yeah. I agree with you there because if I am going to college, I actually want to study more and be in some clubs, no parties. But if I'm being honest, I want to hang out with my friends,
Yeah,
but not parties.
but you don't drink anyway.
No.
Yeah.
No.
So, but I started at LSU, but then I went back to Nichols because Nichols had a great journalism
Oh,
department.
okay.
So when I got back to Nichols, I felt like, I was part of the campus. It wasn't like being part of a city when you went to LSU. It was a little more refined, but a little more, you knew everybody at
Yeah.
Nichols.
Almost like having a fresher fine wine in the way.
Yeah. So when you say party, you're talking about just enjoying the social life at ULL.
Not necessarily like
Well,
getting,
clubs.
like getting drunk and getting into trouble, stuff like that.
Yeah, you're not gonna do that.
No,
That's not in your repertoire
no,
Yeah.
it is not.
for sure.
And what did you do for studies?
Well, I had pretty good study habits. I needed quiet when I studied. So I'd either go to the library or if the dorm was quiet at the time,
Okay.
I'd find a little corner, lock into whatever I was studying and get it done. I didn't always keep up, to be honest. I didn't study every night, but I didn't cram it at the last minute. I'd start about 3 nights before a test and start going over everything. And that way, when it was test time, I had it pretty well down pat. And I always put certain things to rhymes too. Like, you remember how they used to spell geography?
Yes.
Gertie's oldest girl ran a pig home yesterday.
I did not.
Arithmetic, a rat in Tom's house might eat Tom's ice cream. So I used to do for certain words, I'd put rhymes to it, or I'd put rhymes to math. Math questions or that we might have, I would take the formulas and come up with some kind of rhyme, almost like a song.
Yeah.
And that way I remembered it. If we got to something that needed a formula, I already had it in my head because I knew what the song was.
Yeah, that's perfect. That's the perfect way to study. I might have to check that out.
How about your studying?
Whenever it comes to me studying, I might need a tutor like my dad back in high school, but now I want to be independent. I want to do something for myself.
Right.
It's like I think it's basically me trying to prove to people that I can do it on my own.
Right. And that's good. That's good for you to prove it. But with that thought comes responsibility, right?
Yes, it's responsibility.
Yeah. So first thing you're going to do when you get to college, I know you want to prove how independent you are, but check in with your parents.
Yeah.
Let them know how you're doing.
Yeah.
That's important,
That's definitely important.
You can still be independent and check in with your mom and dad. So don't let anybody tell you that you got to be a macho guy on campus and then you're not going to pick up the phone and call your mom.
No.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna be like that.
yeah, check in with them. But with about a minute left, anything you're most nervous about college?
Yeah, like get off topic. Sometimes my mind only says on one thing and a few things I said prior, and I repeat things over and over. So that could be a problem. That I don't really have I'm kind of boring at times.
Well, your teachers are going to keep you focused,
Yes, that's
and
my
then
hope.
you just take the advice of your counselors and your teachers, and you can be fine, right?
Yeah.
All right,
I
and
wanna
your
take
parents,
my parents, yeah.
yeah, and you'll be close to your grandma.
That's right, and my uncles and aunts.
All right, cool deal. All right, so it's 20 seconds left. Take us to the finality of the show, Deuce.
All right, this will be the finale of the show, but I hope to see you later, and I'll make sure whenever I get a chance, I'll see you around. Bye.
In a a world of silence, there's a different kind of language, autism, a unique puzzle that brings its own beautiful picture. Where others see a blank canvas, they see boundless creativity. Each day, they awaken with purpose and determination. Their minds are a vast universe, exploring countless subjects with passion. Deuce Luke said it best when he said,
Autism is not a disability, it's a different ability.
just like a seed becomes a magnificent tree, they too blossom into something extraordinary. Embrace the beauty of their world. Learn more about autism. Visit Understand Autism for more information. That's www.understandautism.org. You can also find help by calling 800-3-AUTISM. That's 1-800-328-8476. Thank you for watching The Deuce is Loose here on HTV10.